Hello, Draconians. My name is Draconic, and welcome to PlanetCoaster 2. I've had this game for a little bit, but you know, I haven't really played a lot of it. And honestly, we should. So, I'm just going into the career for now. So,
Why, hello there! I'm glad you could make it. I'm Oswald B. Thompson, the CEO of Coaster Coast.
Oh, Oswald, I didn't realize we had a guest. I'm terribly sorry. It didn't come up on my schedule.
Not to worry, Eugene. This is the person I was telling you about. You're looking at the successor of Coaster Coast. Well, providing everything goes smoothly, of course. I can't just hand them the keys to the kingdom now, can I, eh?
Goodness, I do apologize. I've just checked my roster, and there you are, right between King Coaster and Queen Splash. Not quite sure how I managed to royally mess that up, but never mind. You're accounted for now.
Marvelous! Well, with that sorted, I think it's about time Eugene, our brilliant ride engineer, and I showed you the ropes. Consider this your official induction.
peace on the coaster. It's a great big planet of potential parks out there. But you will need to go through coast to coast induction first. Please keep your arms and legs inside this coaster of an onboarding at all times. Let's strap in for some lessons in park management.
Before we get started, we have a checklist of objectives from HR that we need to go through. I know. But it's been company policy ever since one of our interns didn't know how to move around. We left them to it, only to find them in the same spot 3 days later. Oh, that won't be you though. Let's try moving the camera around the park now. I've got something that I think you'll enjoy. It's time to build your first ride. I'll hand you over to
It's not
Eugene,
my first
who
ride,
won
but
Ride
whatever.
Engineer of the Year in
I've
2016.
played a
It's
bit
all in
of
your own
creative,
hands.
but honestly, my builds
This
aren't
ride
anything
ready
special.
for you to build. All you need to do is find a place to put it.
That's right. Pickups. And we placed it right in the middle there.
Splendid! Our guests will need a way to access the
Here,
ride.
and
So
exit
let's add
there.
an entrance gate. You will need to connect a queue path to the ride entrance. Without one, guests will not be able to access the ride. We obviously won't need queues for guests leaving the ride. Could you imagine? So you'll need to make... And that's it. That's all this...
It's also worth noting that our
There we
guests
go, the
will have to
first
pay for tickets to
achievement
enjoy the
actually.
ride in our parks. We control how much we charge, though. So let's encourage guests to ride our latest attraction by setting the ticket price to bargain for now. We can always increase the price later. As I like to say, when you achieve popularity, charge premium for prosperity. But one step at a time, eh? For now, a very well done and a shiny medal earned. That's your first ride built, and I'm sure it'll be the first of many.
Amazing.
The addition of a new ride will have given a slight boost to our park rating.
Yeah, here. Right in.
Multiple different factors contribute to this rating, so you'll want to pay attention to the park rating overview. The better the rating, the more guests will visit.
Why is park reputation so low?
While driving the guest count up is good, we need to make sure the guests also remain happy while they're visiting. As you can see, we've just received a report that not all of the guests are enjoying themselves. It seems some are rather thirsty. To avoid this in the future, it's handy to keep checking on the Guest Needs tab. If things start dropping too low, you should step in and solve the issue before guests decide to leave.
Let's start by quenching any thirst amongst our guests with a new drink shop.
Facilities, shops, drink, and one of these will do.
Brilliant! Now, the guests will need somewhere to relieve themselves after
People,
all that intake.
persons,
Why
people,
not build
person.
a toilet nearby?
Cool.
We wouldn't want our guests walking around with crossed legs now, would we? That isn't good for anyone's posture.
Speaking of walking, guests will get tired pretty quickly and their energy will drop if they don't have a place to sit. We should make sure there are plenty of benches available. Think of them as Planconian recharging stations. They're even wireless.
Which one does it fit the most? I think there's these ones. Bench here. Dual bench here. And right before the attraction.
Amazing work! The guests will be a lot happier now. However, it does come at a price. More food and drink in the park also means
There you
more
go.
waste.
Exactly. So it's important we have enough bins
One
for
here.
people to properly dispose of their waste.
And then, I don't know. Here.
Fantastic!
That will do.
That'll keep the park looking cleaner. We shouldn't stop there though. Let's make the park look even better by adding some scenery around the ride you built. That way, guests can enjoy the view while they queue.
Amazing. This is all mythology. Amazing.
I think that's everything checked off the scenery list. Well done!
Wow! The park is looking great! I can see why Oswald picked you. You're a natural. Now, if we're to keep adding more rides or facilities, they need to be connected to the power grid. Select an existing generator to view its info panel and see how much electricity it's producing. As you can see, the generator is powering a network that covers the area filled with rides and facilities. Let's expand that network to cover an open area of the park. To do that, place and connect the additional power facility to the grid.
Here we learn something critical about the power usage and how power works in this game. I am not sure. Rides and facilities need to be connected to a power source to work. Find power sources under utilities in the facilities section of the browser. Your park entrance can also provide some power when you are starting out. Power sources, like power generators and solar panels, must be connected to power distributors to create a power grid. Power distributors take power from a connected power source and distribute this power to everything within its radius. Rights and facilities that are not within a power distributor's radius will not be powered. Tip: make sure your power generators are maintained by a mechanic so they can continue to produce maximum power output. New distributor. Right here.
Nicely done. It's all running very smoothly indeed. But to keep the generators maintained and working, you must hire mechanics. Without them, the generators will start gaining a condition penalty, which will decrease the power output. Oh, it seems we don't actually have any mechanics hired. Well, that won't do. Let's hire a few straight away. It may seem excessive, but they're essential when it comes to the maintenance.
So then we enter staff, mechanic. Here we go. Real bum. Oh, we need two. There you go.
Uh-oh, I must have jinxed it. We've had a ride break down. Good job we have those mechanics to go and nurse it back to health. An available mechanic will automatically be assigned to fix a broken ride. However, if one is not available, you will have to select the Call Mechanic button to reassign somebody to the job. Be careful though, as reassigning a staff member might mean you no longer have coverage elsewhere.
What are we doing? We need to call mechanic
Hiring
here.
staff is just the beginning, though. You also need to pay attention to staff morale. If it gets too low, staff will start to quit their jobs. Breaks are absolutely essential when it comes to keeping staff morale up. And just like guests, our staff need a place to re-energize. To make all of their tired little dreams come true, you should place a staff building. Admittedly,
No breaks for you.
of buildings.
Keep working.
I'd advise you to place your staff building away from the guest areas, wherever possible. After all, we don't want to bring down that scenery rating that you worked so hard to build up.
I forked nothing. Here.
Great! Now the park staff have somewhere to go on their breaks and enjoy some peace and quiet. We just need to ensure our inquisitive guests don't go waltzing on in there for the free coffee, claiming to be lost. The best way to avoid this is by connecting an exclusive staff-only path to the building. Guests won't dare step foot on those tiles.
We'll need to build a mechanic workshop. Here, mechanics will generate research points that are used to unlock new items for your park.
Let's leave the mechanic to it for now. We'll revisit this soon.
Oh, what an exquisite sight.
I've done nothing but play simple buildings.
Oh, gets them every time. Ah, just in time. Our mechanic has earned enough research points to unlock something exciting. Let's take a look at the research tree and aim to unlock the coaster pack. It'll bring a tear to Eugene's eye.
Oh. That's here. Park management, research. PlanetCoaster's research.
Oh my! Oswald, is that the one I was designing?
The very same, lad. I was just about to make a start on it. But I tell you what, why don't you walk our new friend through it?
It would be my pleasure. Now, this is just a little something I made earlier. First things first, you'll need to select the blueprint.
Coaster. This one.
Good. And place the coaster down wherever there is enough space.
Right around there.
Perfect.
That works.
One important note here.
Testing.
While we wait for the test to finish, let's take the opportunity to add some scenery around the coaster. Oh, and remember to open the ride like you did earlier on.
This thing is not done yet. There we go.
Oh, that
On a
is
roll.
a beauty! Terrific work, you two. This is a coaster that truly deserves a place in the spotlight. So, how about we put together an advertisement to mark the occasion? Head to the advertising tab in the park management menu and let's show the world what the park has to offer. There are different audiences to cater for, however, so it's worth considering which advertisement will bring the most guests to your park.
Advertising. Great advertisements. Confirm. Okay.
While we wait for our campaign to start bringing in more guests, why don't you try out the ride camera and experience all the exhilaration the coaster will have to offer firsthand?
How do we again? Here we go. I find this very funny that you can just sit inside of coasters. I guess Roller Coaster Tycoon also had those things, but still. I wouldn't like these type of roller coasters in real life. I would be so scared. Like Baron in Efteling. I am never going into that thing.
How was that? Enough for the time being? Thank you again for all your hard work. Coaster Coast is going to be in the best of hands, I can tell.
Oswald, you're not...
I'm not going anywhere just yet, Eugene. Don't panic. We're just getting started, dipping our toes in the... Actually, hold that thought. I've got just the job lined up for you. I'll send you the details. See you soon.
So, if you want to see more, leave a subscription, leave a comment below. See you on the next one. Bye bye.